All right, so it's pretty late at night. I wanted to make this quick video to compare two microphones again, two dynamic microphones, and they are probably the most popular dynamic microphones on the planet, the Electrovoice RE20 and the Shure SM7B. So I'm gonna make this video pretty quick, pretty short, just so you can use this as a reference point in case you're looking at picking up one of these two microphones. Like I said, they are very popular in the podcasting and radio broadcasting world. The SM7B obviously is way more popular in the podcasting space, and the Electrovoice RE20 has been around probably a little bit longer than the SM7B from my understanding, but it has a great sound and definitely shouldn't be overlooked either. So, without wasting any more time, let's jump into it with the Shure SM7B. Okay, so this is the SM7B, everybody and their grandmother's favorite podcast microphone. I'm just kidding, obviously. This is just one of the most overhyped microphones. But when I say that, I'm not bashing the microphone. It is a great microphone, but it is one of those microphones that just becomes so popular in the podcast world. And like I said, for obvious reasons, I mean, aesthetically, it is one of the cleanest looking microphones. It's got a really nice, sleek industrial design, and it looks like something maybe Apple would have engineered if they were in the microphone business. But yeah, it is one very popular microphone. And of course, I'm sure plenty of you have heard this microphone before. If you haven't, I don't know where you've been for the past, decade. Very popular in the podcasting world, very popular in radio, broadcasts, live streams. And this is the quality that you can expect from this microphone. Now, the SM7DB came out last year, which is the microphone that they released for the 50th anniversary of the original, the OG SM7 that came out, like I said, 50 years ago from last year. And that microphone is just an SM7B that has a built-in preamp in the microphone. So you can actually find the SM7B, the original, or this version here, for a pretty discounted price if you look on the used market. So I would definitely recommend checking the used market for SM7Bs if you're looking at picking up a new microphone. Now, of course, like I said before, you don't need this microphone. You can get away with something at a fraction of the cost. There's people that have, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, followers, viewers, and they're doing that with cheap ass microphones. So don't think that you absolutely need to have this, but if you want, better quality sound, then picking up an SM7B isn't a bad idea. Now, I am recording this with my Zoom F3, which I recently picked up. This is it right here. And I plan to make a video or two about this little portable audio recorder. This is the audio quality that you can expect from the Shure SM7B, and I am sending this directly into my Panasonic S5 Mark II. I won't do any sort of, compression or EQ, or if I do, then I'll let you know. But the only thing that I might do is just kind of adjust the volume so that it sounds normal. Anyway, Shure SM7B, great microphone. Now let's go on to the Electrovoice RE20. Okay, so now we're on the RE20, and I've got this in a Gator Frameworks mic stand or mic holder. This isn't one that is branded by Electrovoice. Electrovoice actually sells one that is massive. I didn't really want that, only because I prefer it to be a little bit more minimalistic to some degree. But this fits the Electrovoice RE20 pretty well, and I'm able to hand hold it. Now, this obviously isn't how you would hold a microphone. Just like when I was holding the SM7B, you'd obviously want this on a mic stand. Anyway, the Electrovoice RE20, great microphone. I personally think that in a lot of recordings that I've heard, or broadcasters or radio talk show hosts, I personally think the RE20 has a more distinct sound or a more pleasing sound than the SM7B. However, and I'm going to blame myself for this, when I talk in the RE20, I tend to get a lot of plosives. Now, the RE20, they do say, has an internal foam windscreen, but still, even with that, I still get a lot of plosives. Now, you can buy an external windscreen for the RE20. I actually have it over in my case over there, but I'm not going to go grab it right now. This is just what you can expect when talking into the RE20. I have it at a slight angle here to kind of reduce some of those plosives. We'll see if I have any after I upload this. But yeah, the RE20, great microphone. It actually doesn't need as much gain as the SM7B. And in fact, I actually had to change the output setting on the Zoom F3 here. So I actually had to reduce it a little bit, or not, well, reduce it by bringing it down from -9 on the output to -12 dB. So this is the audio quality that you can expect from the Electrovoice RE20 in comparison to the Shure SM7B. Like I said before, I won't do any sort of EQ or compression, and if I do, I'll let you know. But with that being said, this is just a quick example, the difference between the RE20 and the Shure SM7B. Oh, one more thing too. This is actually a little bit more expensive than the Shure SM7B. Not as expensive as the SM7DB, but this is about 450-ish US dollars as of the time of this recording. So yeah, if you like this one, expect to pay a little bit more. And I don't see as many of these on the used market as I do the SM7B, just because the SM7B is just so popular. But I still think that this is a microphone worth considering. There's a lot of professionals and a lot of broadcasters and radio hosts, like I said before, that use this microphone day in and day out. It is an industry staple. It's not as popular, I think, in the podcasting world as much as the SM7B is, but don't let that fool you. This is a fantastic microphone. Okay, so what'd you think? Did you guys like the Electrovoice RE20 more, or did you guys like the Shure SM7B more? Obviously, like I said at the beginning, the SM7B, definitely more popular in the podcasting world, and I think it's become an industry staple in the podcasting world, and it's going to be popular for years to come. I do think it's a little overhyped, and I know that, at least in my opinion, I think after a while, people are going to be so sick of seeing this microphone. Well, okay, maybe that's a stretch, but I think after 5, 10, 15 years of just seeing podcast after podcast use the SM7B, maybe it might be a little overdone, but still, I mean, I wouldn't let that sway you from picking this up if you really want it. It is a great microphone. And the Electrovoice RE20, fantastic sound quality. Again, I have a little trouble with the plosives, but that's on me, not the microphone. But it definitely has a nice, rich sound. And yeah, I love both of these microphones. I am a little bit of a microphone nut. You definitely do not need these if you're just starting out, of course. If you want to get something cheaper, by all means, go for it. But if you liked what you heard, yeah, feel free to let me know which one you preferred. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.